Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys a little bit about the PlayStation Vita. Originally I was just going to talk strictly about the PlayStation Vita, talk to you guys some about the hardware stuff, so what I kind of think about it. But then I kind of, after looking at some of these facts, I came up with a sort of theory that relates to the PlayStation 4 and next generation consoles. And I really want to share this with you guys, because I don't know if I'm the first person to make a video about this, or people have been doing this for weeks, but I just kind of came up with this kind of business strategy that Sony might be doing, and I think this is a really good plan on Sony's behalf. So anyway, let's get started talking about this, and I think you guys will be really happy about this if you guys haven't heard about this before. And if I'm just super late on this, guys, I'm sorry. For those of you who are like me, you will probably enjoy this because you guys probably haven't heard it either. So anyway, let's just talk about some of the hardware stuff. We'll quickly go over the software stuff and then get into kind of my theory, just to kind of give you guys who haven't heard very much about the PS Vita a little bit of background knowledge. So, the PS Vita versus the PSP 3000, there's a huge leap, okay? When they originally started calling it the NGP, I wish they would have still called it the NGP, the Next Generation Portable. I think that's a very well-suited name because it is a Next Generation Portable. Features like having dual analog sticks, like fully functional analog sticks like you would see on the PlayStation 3 controller. It has a 5-inch OLED display that is touch capacitive, so you can actually touch it. I'm not sure if it's multi-touch or just a single touch screen. Either way, I don't care because I don't want to be playing games that are multi-touch like an iPod. I don't want this nice piece of hardware to turn into an iPod Touch or an iPad or something like that. That's not what I want for it. What I want this to be for is for hardcore gaming. So if they start putting like Angry Birds, Cut the Rope, and all this stuff on there, I'm not going to play it, because that's not what this thing is meant for. I have an iPhone for a reason. That's why I have that, for games. If I want to actually play a very good RPG like Skyrim or Dead Island or something, this is what I'm going to play. Like, if BioShock Infinite came out on this thing, I would spend so much time on this. So that's what I'm hoping this is used for. So as far as that touch screen is concerned, I don't care if it's just one touch. So, like, you can navigate menus and stuff with it, that would be fine, but multi-touch, I couldn't give a shit because I'm not going to use it very much for that. Unless, like, certain mini-games had it every now and then, but for the most part, I really hope they don't turn this into a gimmicky thing and the developers kind of use it every once in a while, sparingly, but kind of pretend like touchscreen isn't there. Anyway, now, because I just want to kind of tell you guys my opinion on that. So, after the touchscreen, they have the, like I said, the dual analog joysticks. They have the triggers again, like before, the D-pad just like before, the X, triangle, circle, and square button just like before. But as other inputs that they actually now have a trackpad on the back, similar to what you would have on your laptop, but more or less like a MacBook Pro trackpad, which has multi-touch capabilities. It's a matted trackpad so that it'll track your fingers. You kind of have grip there, matted for increased friction, and you kind of have grip there, and it senses where your fingers are. And I think this could be really used by developers in interesting ways, less gimmicky and more just kind of new, because this has never been, like, it's not like Sony to release brand new tech, like stuff that's never been tested before. So hopefully that this one time where they kind of stick their neck out and try, hopefully this goes successful for them, and I'm really looking forward to this system. The trackpad can also be doubled, what I'm thinking is as L2 and R2 buttons. It only has 2 triggers, so, but on the PlayStation 3 controller you have 4. So you have an L2, R2, L1, R1. So I think this trackpad at the back could probably be emulated, so when you swipe down with your left hand, that's an L2, and when you swipe down with your right hand, that's an R2. I think this would be extremely easy then for developers to convert PlayStation 3 games, like maybe Modern Warfare 4, or whatever, Black Ops 2. Developers can port their games over extremely easily by changing a few lines of code, which is the controls, and then changing the display a little bit. Because even though it is, oh crap guys, even though it is a 5-inch display, that does not mean that you can have the same gaming experience as a 32-inch. It is portable, but it doesn't mean that it's exactly what your home gaming experience is going to be like. So just with a little bit of work from the developers, I think they can make some pretty great ports of it. I think almost like with the upgraded iGPU, integrated graphics processing unit, and the upgraded processor inside the PS Vita, I think you can have almost or virtually the same experience on your PS3 as you would on this PS Vita. And this is what Sony's advertising. It's supposed to be a mobile PlayStation 3. So that's kind of hardware. They're also adding 3G to it so you can get like data on it, and I think this would be really cool because for those of you who don't have cell phones yet, like if I didn't have my iPhone, I would seriously look at this as an option to get this PS Vita, get a data plan of like $15 a month for 500 megs or a gigabyte, and game on the go. I wouldn't be using it all the time, but I'd be using it every once in a while here and there. It would be pretty damn cool to play Modern Warfare 3 on the run, and then play it on the run, play online gaming, do all that sort of stuff. And then also have Skype on there, because I'm sure they'll have apps and stuff like that, like Skype. Have Skype on there and be able to text that uses, like, what, 100 megabytes per month? And then you got voice calling and stuff like that, which uses a little bit more, but hey, I never use the phone, and if I do, connect to Wi-Fi. I'm near it enough. So I think that's a really great strategy for them as far as putting 3G in the phone, in the gaming device, which could be used as a phone. It also has a front facing camera as well as a rear facing camera, so you can do video chat and stuff like that, as well as, like, I'm sure they'll integrate it into games like Burnout Paradise. I know they integrated it where when you won a race, it would take a picture of all the people with these cameras when they lost the race so you could see your kind of victory cam. So I think this could kind of be integrated video chat, augmented reality sort of stuff. Hopefully, again, it doesn't turn too gimmicky, but I'm looking forward to seeing what developers can do with this kind of new tech, and with it being a PlayStation device, it's going to obviously have a large kind of user base that developers can really run with. And I think this new platform will really give developers kind of the initiative to start programming for portable gaming systems again. Because I think the art of portable gaming has been lost with iPads and iPods and stuff like that. So now that we've talked about that, more software stuff, really, the PS Vita is really just meant to pair with the PlayStation 3. It's not supposed to be meant as a system on its own. All of its benefits are really because of the PlayStation 3. You can use it as its own controller for the PlayStation 3. So you have your touchscreen there. If developers started making PlayStation 3 games with extra menus when you're using the PS Vita, that would be awesome. They're also doing stuff where the games port over, like I was saying, and you could be playing Skyrim on your PS3, playing it. Oh, Nick, we're going to Grandma's house, let's go. Get in the car, and I can play Skyrim exactly from where I left off with the exact same experience on my PS Vita, and I think that would be a really cool kind of way of playing, and that would really be a push for me to get this new device. So that's kind of what the benefits are and stuff like that. Also, it's just a really great gaming experience from what I've been hearing from people. It feels really solid and all that. So now let's get into kind of my kind of theory of what PlayStation was thinking, or Sony was thinking while doing this. So as you guys heard in my last video, I said that there shouldn't be a next generation of consoles. There's no real need for that. And I know there's been some rumors going around now about the Xbox 720 having a 6-core processor, which would be pretty much an AMD Phenom 2. Which has 6 cores, and it's like, what, 2.8 gigahertz or something? And also having a dual GPU. Guys, I am willing to put money on this, that this will not happen. There is no way that they are releasing a $300 price point Xbox, even a $400 price point Xbox, that is going to have a 6-core processor and dual GPU. Most GPUs that you're going to get that are dual GPU are $400 or more. Okay, unless it's a crappy GPU and they just put 2 of them in there to kind of boost up the performance a bit, that is not what they're doing. These rumors are just rumors and will not be anything. I'm sorry, guys. But, like, I know Guns for Hire made a video. I'm not insulting him. He was just reporting his rumors, telling you guys what's going on. I personally want to say my opinion on it is it's not going to happen. There's no way talking about that. Also, it was said that it would have 2 gigabytes of RAM, which does not make sense at all. If they had 2 gigabytes of RAM there, unless the motherboard inside that, which is basically just PCB with attached components, unless the motherboard on there only had 2 slots on there, which in that case there should be 2. It should be 2 by 2, so 4 gigabytes of RAM at least. Especially if they're using 2 GPUs and a 6-core processor, because you're bottlenecking really hard right there. So anyway, past the geek stuff. With this next generation console stuff happening, PS3 or Sony has said we're not getting in on it. We're not going to release a PlayStation 4 in line with the next Xbox 720. It's not going to happen. We cannot hit the price point and get a good enough system that you guys should spend this money on. So instead, I think what they're doing, and it's kind of snuck by a lot of the competition. I don't think Microsoft, or definitely Microsoft by now, has kind of thought of this, but I don't think a lot of people have kind of given PlayStation this real thought that the PS Vita is their competition for the next generation. This PS Vita is what's competing with the Xbox 720, it's what's competing with the Wii U. Because the rumors that have been coming out about the Xbox 720 having a controller with a screen on it, the PS Vita is that PlayStation 3, it's here! It's already here. Using this PS Vita, even though it's $250, it does have a lot more benefits. Like, the Wii U has its controller with a screen on it, but neither of these, the Xbox 720 or the Wii U, neither of them have said if you can use the controller without the system. So I think this is a genius strategy as far as PlayStation is concerned, because for me, I don't break my controllers. I would easily be able to justify to myself going out and buying a PS Vita if it's just as good as a controller, and then I can play my games on the go. I think this is a genius strategy by PlayStation, or Sony, and if they can make, like, good deals with the developers so that, like, the games that they port from PlayStation 3, like, say they made Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 4, whatever they're going to call it, if they ported those over the PS Vita and Sony could strike a deal with them to make them free or like $10 for the ported version, I think that would just be amazing, and they will sell so fast. I think this will push a lot of people over to PlayStation. If you can play these games, like really good, full-featured, full first-person shooters, on the go, this is going to be the thing that changes gaming. This is going to be the thing that really pushes hardcore gamers to portable. Because as of recent, hardcore gamers have gotten nothing as far as portable is going. And while Xbox and Microsoft may be focusing on getting their Kinect going and getting Comcast, I think it was, to start doing cable boxes in their Xboxes, I think this is a much better idea, a much better strategy, and I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen. If you guys haven't thought about this idea, maybe drop a like on the video, comment below what you guys think about this kind of strategy for Sony. Maybe subscribe if you guys already haven't. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward to this. As far as pre-ordering it, I don't think I will, but if I have the extra money lying around, I think I might pick one of these things up, depending on how the features are kind of supported and what reviews come out. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys kind of can comment below and kind of start a debate. What do you guys think should happen with this PS Vita? Do you guys think this will happen, won't happen? And do you guys think Sony was planning to do this? I personally do. But I would love to hear kind of debates from you guys. And anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.